Hey guys, Minecraft Physician here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Physics video. Today we'll be talking about the Curie pendulum, Curie points, and the man himself, Pierre Curie. Now before we dive in, we must first establish a base knowledge of magnetism to fully comprehend how the Curie pendulum works and applies to our modern Minecraft world. So, all the matter in this Minecraft world is made up of elements as seen before us. There are a wide range of elements, and each element is made up of atoms who are then made up of teensy tiny particles, which include electrons who have charge. Electrons, due to the way they exist, form themselves in shells around the center of the atom, which can either be full or half full. Full shells have electrons oriented in a way that cancels out their charge, while half full shells have electrons in a different orientation, which does not cancel out their charge. Because of this uncancelled charge, materials made from these elements will be more magnetically attracted to objects over other materials. So, you might think, what does all this have to do with a Curie pendulum or a Curie point? Well, turns out that if you heat up a material to a certain degree, electrons within the material begin to change their orientation, which reduces their magnetic properties. So, objects like nickel, who are ferromagnetic or have a high susceptibility to magnetization, will become paramagnetic or less susceptible to magnetization. So the Curie point is the temperature at which this occurs. Additionally, this effect remains as long as the material is at or above the Curie point. So, who even was Pierre Curie? Well, this man right here, Pierre Curie, is the French physicist born in 1859 who discovered Curie's law, which is what the Curie point was derived from. As a child, he was extremely fascinated with mathematics and was, to be honest, a pretty big nerd. Once he became 18 though, he started working as a laboratory assistant on crystals and pyroelectricity, but eventually changed focuses to discovering a relationship between different types of magnetism. Through a multitude of experiments using a balance, he discerned that the temperature between two magnetic objects was inversely proportional to their attraction. In layman's terms, the hotter it is, the less magnetic power they'll have. This was known as Curie's law, which later became used to discover the temperature at which certain elements behave this way, known as the Curie point. So, what did we use to build the pendulum? The materials we used to build this project are as follows: plywood for the structure of the pendulum, a magnet to incite the magnetism, nickel since it is the cheap ferromagnetic metal, a screw to act as an extension of the magnet so that when we light the fire it doesn't burn the magnet or the structure, and lastly styrofoam to add some more support to the structure. Additionally, we used a candle to hold the fire. So here is the Curie pendulum. First we'll activate it in the real Minecraft world, and then show it in the real world. As we observed, the slab of nickel is attracted to the magnet. Now, if we light the candle, the nickel's ferromagnetic properties will become paramagnetic, and the magnetic attraction between the nickel and the magnet will become weak and fall apart. Now, we'll do the same thing in the real world. So here is the structure in the real world. So, a quick overview. On the back, you can see some pins to hold down the structure, a bit more stability. On the other side, we can see the magnet on the back, and the screw, which provides the extension for the magnet. Now, as we light the candle, pay special close attention to the connection between the screw and the slab of nickel. So as you see, it's a little too far, so I'm just gonna push it up a little bit closer. And there you go. The nickel reached its Curie point and lost its ferromagnetic properties. Welcome back. So you may be wondering how this is useful in the real world. Well, in cars there's a device used to track the acceleration and intensity of the load on the car's engine. This is known as the tachometer. Of course, when the car's engine is under load, heat will be produced. Because of the tachometer's use of magnetic properties, engineers have to take into account the temperature and how it will affect the properties of the material in the tachometer, as to not approach its Curie points and lose those properties. Well, it seems we reached the end of this Minecraft physics video. Special thanks to my partners Jack Guan and Secure Khan. And thank you for watching.